So I'm lighting this candle to remember all of the people who died during the Holocaust, and especially the people in my community, the Gypsy and travelling community. Historians estimate between 500,000 to 1.5 million Gypsies perished under the Nazi regime. So my name's Lewis Smith. I come from a family of one side of it in the Gorgie community and one side of it in the Gypsy travelling community. I go to university in ACM, which is an Academy of Contemporary Music in Guildford. I study music business. There's a massive amount of prejudice towards the Gypsy community. You see it in all walks of life. It's probably the most separated from every other community. During school, we were taught about the Holocaust. I can only really remember the perishing of the Jewish community. And actually a high percentage, 80 to 90% of Gypsies who lived in these Nazi countries perished under the Nazi regime. Gypsies are believed to originate from Asia, around the regions of North India. The reason for leaving the East and travelling through the eastern regions of Europe have remained unknown. Many historians believe it could be due to famine or persecution.
The history of Gypsy Roma traveller people, it's a history of discrimination, of disadvantage, of persecution, of outlawing and of expulsions.
These traveller groups were skilled and worked flexibly within the work and metal industries. They were also skilled horse trainers, entertainers and musicians, which are still very popular choices even today. In the first part of the 20th century, there were many anti-Gypsy laws already in place throughout Europe. Romani people had to register with the police and were restricted from entering public places, being viewed as criminals.
We have to look back to the past and we have to acknowledge what's happened in the past.
Gypsies were one of the communities targeted under Hitler's regime due to the fact they were not ethnically German. Having one Gypsy great-grandparent was enough to have a family sent to a concentration camp.
Gypsies and travellers suffered the same persecution in Nazi Germany as the Jews did.
My grandmother was a Holocaust survivor. My half-uncle was killed in the Holocaust. First of all, they took him and did experiments on him. And then they gassed him with 10,000 other kids. My grandmother was saved, but that was because somebody helped her. And my mum and my two aunties were saved. How does it make me feel? I'm scared. I wouldn't want it to happen again. I'm glad I'm in Australia. I wouldn't want to live in Germany, and I wouldn't want to live in Europe because of it, in case it does happen again.
I think anti-Gypsyism still remains a massive issue within Europe and Britain. Still even today in the local communities, there are still massive amount of prejudice, and even running throughout schools, there still seems to be that barrier of, okay, well, we're not too happy with you living here.
It's not that they have decided to withdraw from society and live on the margins. They've been excluded. They are the victims, the historic victims of social exclusion. We have to accept responsibility for what has happened to these communities.
For my hopes for the future, for my family, and I think for every Gypsy, is to finally be accepted by everyone for who we are. Yes, we're a little bit different, but we're still human beings, and we all have feelings. I think education is a vital part for young people. Education gives you the ability to learn about other cultures and understand other communities. It's about actually learning to mix within different cultures.